Okay, good evening students. So once again here yes Mohan, you have chemistry faculty. Today we are going to discuss something about the chemistry, right? So I have taken any class to you previously? Is this my first class? Yes students, you post in the chat box. Okay, so at least can you hear me what I'm saying? Yes. Okay students, so today I'm going to discuss about the chemistry. Okay, so I think chemistry. What is chemistry? Chemistry is a branch of science. Okay, and what about it deals? So science has so many branches. So in that one of the branch is the chemistry, and chemistry deals about the matter. Okay, what about it deals? About the matter, right? So try to say the answers. Okay, so here students, in the chemistry we are going to discuss about the matter. Do you know what is meant by the matter? Shall I unmute anyone? If you raise your hand so that I can unmute you. What is the matter? Okay, matter is anything which has mass and occupies space. Okay, which has mass and occupy space is called as a matter. Okay, so this is a matter, and here in the chemistry we are going to discuss about this matter. So what is a matter which has mass and occupy the space? So everything whatever you see around us, around you, that all comes under the matter, because everything has a mass and occupy the space, right? For example, this pen is there, this pen also has a mass and occupying the space, right? So whatever you see neighbor. Okay, so whatever the right. So students, here we are going to, in the chemistry, what we discuss is about the matter. So this matter, how is it made up of? Okay, so we discuss about the composition, and we discuss about the structure, and also we discuss about the properties, and we also discuss about how it undergo the changes according to the conditions. Okay, these are the things we are going to discuss in the chemistry, right? So composition, structure, properties, and changes. Okay, these are all the things we are going to discuss in the chemistry, right? So now students, so here today what we are going to discuss is the chemistry, language of chemistry we are going to discuss. Just this is our introduction. Language of chemistry. So see students, here whatever the matter is there, that is made up of a tiny particles called atoms. I think you know this one. Okay, so for example, if this is a matter, if I apply some force, then what happens? It breaks into two pieces. Yes or no? Again if I apply the force, again it will break into two more pieces. Again if I apply the force, again it break into two more pieces. Like this, if I apply the force and continuously break and go, then finally what happens, a stage will come where we cannot break that, okay, matter. So that smallest particle which is indivisible, okay, so that particle is called as a atom. So I think students, you might have already learned about the atom, okay. So any matter is made up of from the atoms. Okay, so anyway made up of the atoms, right? And these atoms constitute to form the elements. To form the elements, right? Elements will combine to form the molecules. Okay, so here this is a, can you hear me? We cannot see her. Students, can you see me? Can you see the screen? Yeah. So here in the chemistry, as of today, total 118 elements are discovered. Okay, you know the elements. Like, can you give some examples for elements? Yes. Yeah, Tajuddin. Tajuddin, if you want to give an answer, can give. Unmute and you can give the answer. So can you give some elements? So, like, you know, you might have learned about the hydrogen. Have you heard about the hydrogen? Okay. Similarly, oxygen, nitrogen. Okay, these are the some of the elements, right? So here today I am going to discuss you like so as of today total 118 elements were discovered, students, and these elements are arranged in one table called as a periodic table. Periodic table. Yes, you know the periodic table. Have you heard about the periodic table? Okay, so the periodic table. So this periodic table consists of 118 elements, and these 118 elements do of the camera. Okay, so these 118 elements are arranged in one table called as a periodic table, students. Okay, so in this periodic table total we have 118 elements, and these elements are mainly classified into three types. Okay, so what are they? Like metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Okay, metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Okay, students. So you know about the metals. Yes, what are the metals? Can you list some properties of metals? you list some properties of metals? Metals are, for example, simple one I'll say, metals are sonorous. What is meant by sonorous, students? Sonorous means which can produce a loud sound. Okay, for example, if you take one metal like iron piece and you take one plastic piece, and if you drop both from certain height on the ground, so when they struck the ground, when they hit the ground, they produces a sound. Okay, so in this iron piece and the plastic piece, if you drop, which one produces a loud sound? You can type in the chat box, no issue. So iron can produce a loud sound, so that is called as a sonorous. Is this clear? And metals are has a property called malleability. Malleable. What is mean the malleability? Yes, malleability means what? Which can be made into the thin sheets. Okay, which can be made into the thin sheets. So you can see, for example, if you take the metal, some metal block is there, one small block is there, you think, and this is a small block of metal, and this metal we are hitting with the hammer. Okay, so this is the hammer, and with the hitting with the hammer. So what happens? This will not break into the pieces, but what happens? It will get stretches, so it becomes a thin plate. It becomes like a thin plate. You know. So this is called as they can be made into the thin sheets. This property is called as a malleability. Now, for example, this is made up of plastic. Now, if you hit with the hammer to this one, can it become a thin plate like this? No, it will completely break. Yes or no? Yes, very good. So here that is called malleability. Malleability means what? Which can be made into the thin sheets. This property is called as a malleability. Now next see here, ductility. You know what is mean the ductility? Ductility. Ductility means what? Which can be drawn into the thin wires. Which can be drawn into the thin wires. You know that. For example, say here in your home, in your house there are the wires will be there. Yes or no? So to connect from a plug to fan or AC or lights, there will be some wires are there. Okay. So inside what is that is copper wires or the thin copper wires. Did you see the copper wires? Thin copper wires which are used to conduct the electricity. Yes, okay, so this thin wires we can make by using the metals, and this property of metals which we can make into the thin wires is called as a ductility. Now next one is they are good conductors. Okay, they are good conductors of heat and electricity. Of what? Of heat and electricity. Okay, so they are good conductors. Conductors means what? Which allow to flow through them are called conductors. Means they can allow the heat to flow through them. They can allow to flow the electricity also through them. Is this clear to you? Okay, so for example, you say you can take one glass tumbler. You can take one metal tumbler which is made up of metal. So this is, for example, stainless steel what we use at home. So this is a stainless steel. Okay, now you take one glass tumbler. Okay, so here you take one more tumbler which is a glass. Okay, which is made with a glass, or you can say nowadays plastic glass is also there, so you can take the plastic glass. Now you pour the hot milk here, and you can pour the hot milk here. Okay, in both the glasses you are pouring the hot milk. Okay, now if you want to have it, if you want to take it, now can you able to hold it? Steel one, can you able to hold it, this steel glass? No, because it is very hot. Yes or no? The steel glass is the stainless steel glass in which if you are taking a hot milk, just you try at home. So if you are taking the stainless steel glass, in that you take a hot milk and try to hold it. So you cannot hold it because it's very hot. Okay, now the same milk if you pour in the plastic glass or something glass one which is made by the glass, then if you hold it, you can hold it. Okay, because here this is the bad conductor, this is a good conductor. Good conductor means what? Which allowed to flow, okay, the heat through them, they are called as a good conductors. Okay, so metals are the good conductors. Is this clear? I'll explain you one more important thing here. For example, you say students here, what you do, okay, you take one rod here. Okay, for example, I am taking one rod here. Okay, I'll go to the next page. So say students here, I will take one rod here. This is one stand. For example, you think this is one stand. Okay, now here I will fix one more metal rod. So this is a metal rod. Okay, so this is a metal rod, and to this metal rod what I do is I'll fix some iron nails. Okay, I fix some iron nails. Okay, so I'm fixing some iron nails here. Okay, like this, these are the iron nails, like this, with the help of candle wax. With the help of candle wax. Candle wax, you know, no? Candle? Okay, mombatti. So by using that candle wax, I'll join here. Okay, so this iron nails, I'll join here. Can you see the screen? Okay, now what I do here at this end, I'll put one candle. Okay, I'll put one candle here. This is a candle, and candle I light it, so the candle will be, okay, lighting here like this. I lighted the candle. Okay, and here I kept to this rod. Okay, so this is a candle strand, this is a candle, and this candle is lighted, so it has flame. Okay, I kept this rod, okay, or I kept the candle near to this rod, Okay, so what happens now? This flame makes okay, the hot this rod, yes or no? So due to the flame, that this rod becomes hot. Okay, so now it gets heated. Now you wait for some time. Then what you will observe after some time? Is this nail will be fixed like this only? Do they fall? Anyone can answer. You can even chart also. Here you can unmute and you can say the answers, no issue. Students. 1 minute, I can't hear your voice. Yeah, now?
Sure, it can fall.
So here what happens, here first what happens, this nail will fall first. Okay, this nail will fall first because here it is very close to this one, so it becomes hot and this heat will flow here. So then what happens here, what is the wax, okay, we used to attach this nail to this one, then what happens, that melt. So first this nail will fall. Then after some time what happens, slowly the heat will flow to the others, okay, moving forward. Then what happens, after some time it melts the second one, then it falls second. Then after some time again it goes, it will fall, again it goes, fall. So like this, after some time all the iron nails will falls down. Yes or no? So from this what we come to know, the heat is flowing through this one, okay. So here this rod is made up of metal, and metal allows to flow the heat through it, so this is called conductor. Okay, what it is called? Conductor. I said, you know, so there's a good conductors of heat and electricity, means what, they allow to flow the electric current through them. So this is called, this property is called conductivity. Is this clear to you? Any doubt? Yes, students, you can answer, no issue.
No, sir, no doubt.
Right. Now let's go to the good conductors of electricity. For that also we see one thing. So here what we do, students, here you take one battery. You know the battery symbol, you know battery, cell. Okay, so you take the cell or battery. So do you know the symbol of cells and batteries? So this is the symbol of cell. Okay, so this is the symbol of cell. So like for example, I am taking 3 cells here. So this comes to battery, and this bigger line is positive terminal, the smaller line is negative terminal. Again here it is a positive terminal, this is a negative terminal, positive terminal, negative terminal. Like this 3 cells I am connecting here. Okay, and these 3 cells, what I am doing, these I am connecting through the wire, one wire I am connecting, and here I'll keep one point there. Okay, then what I do, from the other end of the battery also I am taking one more wire, and here I am connecting one electric bulb. Okay, so this is the electric bulb.
Sir, it is a circuit, sir.
So this is the electric circuit I am making here. Now here I kept 2 points here. Let us note it as a P and Q. Okay. Now this is electric circuit. So this is a battery, and here it is a bulb, and from positive terminal I have taken one wire, and negative terminal also I have taken one wire, like this. But here there is a gap is there. Okay. Now does the bulb glow now?
No.
No. Why?
No.
Why?
The circuit is open.
Yeah, the circuit is open. So here the circuit is open. So that's what happens. Here it will not glow. Now what I do, I'll take 2 wires. Okay, I'll take 2 wires. So one wire I will take here like this, which is made up of metal. Okay, metal. So for example, I am taking the wire of aluminum. Okay, I am taking one aluminum wire, and other one I am taking like plastic wire. Otherwise I'll take one rope. Okay, normally ropes, you know, no, nylon rope or something. So I'm taking one nylon rope. Okay, so nylon thread or nylon rope I am taking. Now these 2 wires I am taking. So first I will connect the aluminum wire. Okay, so here I am taking one aluminum wire. This aluminum wire 2 ends I am connecting to P and Q. So here from P to Q I am connecting one aluminum wire. Now when I connect this aluminum wire is in contact with P and Q. Now does the bulb glow?
Yes.
Yes. Now the bulb glow. So now the bulb is glowing. Very good. Okay. Now this time what I do, I remove this aluminum wire once again. Okay. I'll remove this aluminum wire. Okay, now this time I'll take the nylon wire. nylon thread, you know, no? Okay, nylon wire. So I'll take one nylon wire. That nylon wire I'll connect here. Okay, so this blue color wire. Oh, you can't see the blue color. This one I'll take. So now I'm connecting one nylon wire here. Now does the bulb glow now? Yes, students. Now I am taking one nylon wire. I am joining the P and Q. Does the bulb glow now? No, the bulb will not. Bulb will not glow. Why? Because nylon is made up of like plastic material. So here it will not glow. It is not allowing to flow the charge through it. So here, from here the charge is coming to it, but from here to here it is not allowing to flow the charge. So which is not allowing to flow the charge, they are called bad conductors. Okay, or simply you can say insulators also. What we can say? Insulators. They are called insulators. So insulators do not conduct the heat and electricity. Okay, and conductors will allow the heat and electricity to pass through them. And example for the good conductors of heat and electricity are metals. Okay, so good conductors of heat and electricity are metals. Metals are the good conductors. Is this clear to you? Yes. Okay, so is this clear now? So this sonorous, malleability, ductility, good conductors, and one more property what we can write. Any other properties we missed once you say? And generally metals are hard. Yes, Generally metals are hard. What is with the hard? Now, so they are difficult to break. Yes or no? They are very hard. For example, take one metal rod, iron rod, and you take one plastic, one wire like this plastic one wire. Okay, rod is given to you, and one metal rod is given to you, and I'll ask you to break it. So what you do? If you hit like this to your leg, then what happens? The plastic rod will break. But can you break the iron rod like that?
No, sir.
No, you cannot break. So generally, some metals are hard. And the next one is that metals have high melting points and boiling points. Okay, high melting points. What is mean by melting point? Yes, students, what is the melting point? Do you know what is the melting point? Yes.
100 degrees Celsius.
So melting point means what? What is the meaning by melting actually? Yes, what do you mean by melting?
Take a bad melting.
Yeah, means what? It is converting from solid state to liquid state. That is called melting. Yes or no?
Yes.
For example, if you take the ice cube from the refrigerator, you are taking the ice cube, and when you take it, immediately the ice cube is in the solid shape. How it is? Solid. Now you take the ice cube and keep outside. So then what happens? What after some time? It will melt. It turns into liquid. So that is called melting. So melting means what? Okay, conversion of a solid. Okay, the process of converting the solid into liquid. This is called melting. Okay, so here the melting points of metals are very high. Okay, for example, if you take the water is there, you think. So water, what is a water melting point? Melting point of water?
100 degrees.
Melting point. That 100 degrees is boiling point. 0 degrees. 0 degrees Celsius is a melting point of ice. Okay, so melting point of ice. Water means what? Ice. The melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius, and boiling point. Okay, boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. And what is mean the boiling? Yes, students, what is mean the
100 degrees Celsius.
But what is mean the boiling? Meaning is what of boiling? So boiling means what? The process of converting the liquid into gaseous state. Evaporation or vaporization. So when you take ice, okay, for example, you students, you see here, you are taking the for example, your refrigerator is there, and the refrigerator nowadays convertible refrigerators are there. In that you can adjust the temperature also. Do you know? Okay, we can adjust the temperature of the refrigerator. For example, you kept the refrigerator deep freeze, you are freezing at minus 20 degrees Celsius. How much? Minus 20 degrees Celsius. Now in that you kept the ice. Now inside there is a ice, and inside the temperature is how much? Minus 20 degrees Celsius is there. Okay, now what you are doing is you are taking this ice in one beaker. Okay, so here you are taking the ice. Okay, so here you are taking the ice. Okay, so this is the ice you are taking, and this temperature is minus 20. Minus 20 means what? Less than 0. Okay, so now you start heating. You start heating. On heating, what happens? After some time, this ice, okay, ice converts into the water. Yes or no? Converts into the water. And you don't stop. This continue on heating. Okay, after few more minutes, then what happens? It will be converted into the gas, means water vapor. Yes or no? This converts into what? water vapor. Okay, so here conversion of ice to water means water solid. Ice is what? Solid, and water is liquid. So conversion of solid to liquid is called melting. It is called what? Melting. Okay, and here what's happening? Water is converting into vapor, means liquid is converting into gaseous state. So this process is called boiling. Okay, boiling. So to melt the metals we need a very high temperature, because we are discussing about the metals. So metals require very high temperature. Sometimes okay, so if you want to melt the iron, it requires more than 2000 degrees Celsius temperature is required. How many degrees? Okay, greater than 2000 degrees Celsius temperature is required. So this they have the high melting points. Similarly, they have the high boiling points also. They have high boiling points. Boiling points means what? Where the liquid can be converted into the gaseous state. That is called as a boiling point. So generally metals have high boiling points. So students, these are the some of the important properties of the metals. Okay, so metals are sonorous or malleability, they have ductility, they are the good conductors of heat and electricity, they are very hard, and they have the high melting and boiling points. Is this clear about the metals?
Yes.
Now can you give some examples for some metals?
Boiling, melting.
No. Give examples only for metals. I want metals. Example for metals. Name some metals. Can you say what is a gold? Okay, so here I'll write some names here. Now you try to say in which are the metals and which are the non-metals. Okay, so here I'm writing like some examples: gold, silver, carbon, sulfur, magnesium, and what?
Aluminium.
Okay, aluminium. Here in this I am writing some elements here. You have to say whether it is a metal or non-metal. Okay, so what I write here? Phosphorus and chlorine, again oxygen, and I'll write helium. Otherwise helium do not, we write some other element like diamond. Okay, I'll write the diamond. Now say students, now in this which are metals and which are not metals, you try to say. Okay,
Gold is a metal.
gold is metal. Yes,
Aluminium.
aluminium is metal.
Gold, silver,
Silver,
diamond.
diamond is metal or not?
Metal.
No. Next, carbon.
Not.
No. Sulfur.
Not a metal.
Very good. Magnesium.
Not a metal.
Oh, magnesium is metal. Magnesium is metal. Phosphorus.
Metal.
No. Chlorine.
Not.
Not a metal. Oxygen.
Not a metal.
Not a metal. Okay, so these are the some metals. Okay, so students, we discussed about the properties of metals. today. So in the next class we discuss about this one. Acha, so these all are like a bridge courses or like just like introduction. But from Monday onwards we are going to start the actual topics of IIT. So Monday onwards you have to get one new notebook and a pen. Okay, you must be ready here. Okay, so every from Monday onwards you'll have the serious topics will be discussed, like continuity will be there. Okay, whatever the topic we are discussing, all okay according to one pattern, according to one sequence, and systematic study will be there, which help you a lot to score the good marks even in your school also, as well as it also helps you okay to gain some excess of knowledge which help you to score okay good rank in the IIT also. Okay, so you can write any type of competitive examinations also. You can write like NTSC National Talent Search examinations are there, and Olympiads exams are there, like this many exams are there, students. So here when you attend your IIT foundation classes, we cover almost all those topics also along with your textbook topic. Okay, so Monday onwards be ready, okay, and keep the one notebook and maintain a perfect notebook, maintain a perfect notes which helps you a lot in the future. Okay, so all the best, students. Wait for 5 minutes, other sir will come. Okay, from Monday onwards get ready, and if any of your friends are also there, ask them to join the classes. Okay, right, thank you.